So we've heard a lot in the news since Trump was reelected about mass deportations, and I did a video about it, so check out that video. I know that it's possible. I know it's happening. I know it's going to be very difficult for the government to do, but check out that other video so you can see what I think about it and what it means. The other thing that's getting a lot of PR lately is this concept called denaturalization. What does that mean? Naturalization, D means to remove it. So the government's process for removing somebody's naturalization, their citizenship through the naturalization process. This is absolutely reality. This is not, politics. This isn't PR. This is reality, okay? This has existed for many decades. Historically, it was first used for war criminals. Really, people in World War II, Nazis, or people that did horrible things in the Holocaust. That was the first time the United States government identified these people, their crimes, and removed their citizenship, okay? It is something that is very serious. It's very expensive to do. The government doesn't do it unless they have solid evidence that the person lied, cheated, stole, and is no longer eligible for naturalization. It takes a lot of money, a lot of time to do. But because it takes a lot of time and money, the government's darn sure that they're going to get their victory. So it's a 95% success rate for people that are denaturalized, okay? The other thing is there's no statute of limitations, meaning the government has the right to go back for all time to remove somebody's naturalization. So just because you got it and you shouldn't have, and the government didn't catch you, doesn't mean you're safe, right? The government can come back 20 years, 30 years, 50 years and take your naturalization from you and from everyone that you helped get naturalized. That's the thing most people don't think about. Legal permanent residency helps other family members who then get citizenship, who then sponsor people for legal permanent residency, who help them with citizenship. There's a long line of people that are affected by your process that a denaturalization could impact every single one of them, okay? So it's a very serious process, and it does happen. The government does do it. So what are the grounds? How do people get denaturalized? So basically fraud. If somebody illegally became a U.S. citizen, so if you obtain your naturalization through fraud or misrepresentation, then that's a ground for denaturalization, okay? If a person concealed or misled or misrepresented what's called a material fact during their naturalization process, okay? So the best example I have for that is if you're going through this process, and whether you're doing it online or you're doing the paper version of the application, there's like 4 pages of questions about your history, different things that are bad, right? Have you ever done this, or this? Okay, the government asks that for a reason, because if the answer is yes, you're not eligible for citizenship. What if you lie? What if you say, no, I didn't do that? Well, later on, it's discovered that you did. Well, not only do you violate immigration law, but you lied during your naturalization process. Grounds for removing your naturalization, okay? So people smirk at me and they say, hey, why would I ever admit if I was a terrorist? Well, because it doesn't matter if you admit it. Because if you are a terrorist or were a terrorist, eventually you're going to be found out. And if the government can go back and say, hey, what did they put on their naturalization application? Oh, they lied? So they not only lied about being a terrorist, but they committed fraud in their immigration application. Well, those are multiple reasons why people will be denaturalized, which is why they get 95% success rate, okay? A person who later became a member of a subversive group in violation of naturalization laws. So we're talking, again, Nazi Party members, years later discovered that they were a part of the Nazi Party or a socialist party. That later on is discovered the government can use that to remove your naturalization, okay? The other thing is I mentioned terrorist groups. If you're a member of a terrorist organization, or you later become a sympathizer to the cause of some terrorist group, and you join them, or you contribute to them in creating terror, money and all that, and that's found out by the government, you will guaranteed be denaturalized. Okay, that's another example. The last example I could come up with is if you've obtained your U.S. citizenship through service to our military. Okay, so you join the Army, and that fast tracks you for naturalization. That's a great benefit. If later on, through your military service, you are discharged or removed from the military for violating Army policy, it used to be called dishonorable discharge. It's now called other than honorable or under honorable conditions. If you are kicked out of the military for other than honorable reasons, and your citizenship was based on your military service, guess what? You're subject to denaturalization. Not a guarantee that the government's going to do it, but that is a ground for losing your citizenship, okay? So again, this stuff is very complicated. It takes a long time. So if you've got cause for worrying, you need to talk to somebody. Click on the link below to reach me. Please subscribe to my channel. Click the notification bell to be notified of other videos if you like what you see here. Again, this and other things like mass deportation is going to be happening more and more and more. So stand by for that. If you have questions, you can click the link and reach me directly. Have a wonderful day.